All right, so SPY grinding up to an all-time high. We had a beautiful trade in ZM today on the time spread that we talked about yesterday. Again, we get out of that thing. We get in for about 32 to 33 and get out at 45. About 40% gain on ZM. Watching Lulu. Again, I took half my Lulu off at 50 cents, but it's at 205 right now. It's trading at 205 right now. So if you're in it, watch it. It's at 77, 76. It's, if it could easily move another dollar here, in which case you're going to go in profit. So you might want to watch it and see if you can actually get, if it gets too close to a dollar, go ahead and crank it up to $1.10, $1.15 to see if you can squeeze out some profits out of this thing, which would be fairly miraculous based on this price action over the last week on this one. 75 cents right now on Lulu.
Members onto NVIDIA and VDI.
Look at this guy.
Now introducing Spectrum X Ethernet to connect distributed
This guy's a
data centers
huh?
into giga-scale AI.
Look at this. Look at the statement. This guy that I talked to on the phone the other night. FOMO has set in. Fear of missing out. Confidence is shot. At the risk of not losing out and making money this week. What's a good play? As I wait for a pullback in the index, as they continue, how'd your confidence is shot? What did you do? Asking what is a good play sounds like you're asking me to just help you recover. What a fucking nut.
Is that the guy you talked to
Yeah.
on the phone?
Yeah, the guy. This is.
He doesn't belong in
No,
that
this
room.
is absurd.
What did Powell say?
Who?
Powell.
Oh, well, here's the SPY when he spoke. What do you think? He thinks we're going to cut interest rates in September. It was that's very bullish. This is the all-time high in the market is 646.19.
Yeah,
We're 2 cents away.
Funny. Just trying to appease Trumpy.
646.27. 646.27. The high today in the SPY, new all-time high. That all-time high is likely going to be some resistance. There's Lulu again sitting up here close to 205. We need some sustained moves in at Bank of America. Right now at 49.27. Pull back just a bit. And again, I did take some shares at INSGs. Right about what I paid for it, just slightly below it right now. CSX coming in very, very hard here. CSX. Railroads. Norfolk Southern also popped down and then bounced. Still watching Lulu, 204.59. The resistance of 206.74. Tough one. These are tough because we're out of time on Lulu, and you know every move up and down now makes a big difference. So you just have to really. I can't really give you too much guidance on it. You have to watch it. And again, I closed half of mine and I kept half one. SPY went to a new all-time high and just stopped right there. Not unexpected. It's going to be resistance right there. All right, get some questions here. Shy, how do I read the price action here? Seems to me like compression after a big move. Likelihood of continuing up the longer it holds these gains. Yeah, except the spot, the all-time high is it's going to be resistance here, and that's a pretty big move here this morning. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of compression the rest of the day, but we'll see. Freddie, I had to step out. I will be back hopefully this afternoon. Thanks again. Okay, you're welcome, Freddie. See you this afternoon, hopefully. Yep, likely. You see if there's any text orders. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do as far as any new orders are concerned today. If the days is a bit of a short squeeze, Terry says this afternoon trading could be very bullish. I don't know. Yeah, it could be, but it also we could just flatten out here, and there could be some more profit taking coming in because we've had a big move up. Remember, there was still an awful lot of short bias in the market. I'm sure some of this big move up this morning was shorts getting squeezed, but I don't know if we're gonna rip any higher from here. I mean, all we've had was Powell speak. He didn't really say that he was going to cut rates. He basically alluded to he was very dovish on some of the stuff he said, but the market took that big first king candle was right at 10 to 10:05, right when he got to the podium and started to talk, shot right up. So again, the market wants to go higher. I mean, it's a bullish market. I've been saying for a long time now. It's a bullish market, regardless of what a lot of the bias is out there that you hear from people. That the market is going to roll over. There's too many negative things in the economy. There's too many negative things in the world. Market can't keep doing this. Tariffs are going to kill us. All that was talk, speculation, and I always show that quote about the biggest enemy you've got to being successful here is not ignorance, but unfounded bias. Unfounded knowledge, thinking you know something that you don't know. You listen to people, you listen to social media, and there's big bearish bias. Everybody's taking bearish bets, and they've been in the market getting killed on shorts here for 4 months. And some of them are still doing this. And all we're doing is following the market. I mean, it's really pretty simple. We're just following what the market's doing. The market's been bullish. Yeah, we've had pullbacks, but the market's been bullish. So we're not going to take any big, long, bearish positions. When the market reverses, then we can do that. Would the 164.50 be resistance on Palantir? Let's see. Yeah, I got now it's through 161.40. Let me see if I get any other levels here. Next resistance level I get is 169.44. It is the big red candle will be typically halfway up the big red candle there'll be likely to be some resistance here, but it's pretty close to where this line is right here. So if it gets above there, likely the next resistance level will be up here. Right there in the gap fill. See how the gap fills right here? Right there. Below there, 176.33. That will be the gap fill. This is where the gap started right here. We're just going into the gap, by the way. And you do have these resistance levels here, but this is probably where it's likely to stop. Anywhere in here is going to be resistance. So I wouldn't be dare playing along here right now. Gary took a trade in Microsoft earlier, 829, 502.50 calls. Microsoft, 502.50 calls, right? Trading at 509. Get to 685, sold for side 790. was looking for a bounce off the 50 EMA in the daily, which it did. Yeah, it moved up through the 50. It's a very tight trade, very tight because you've got all this resistance here right now. So he took it here, and it the listen, the boost in the market this morning from Powell's talk, that's what propelled this one up, right? Because so many stocks went up on this. But you have to be very careful on these kind of things. If you get in close to the 50, then that's okay. And again, if it closed below there, you'd be getting out. But that's an okay trade. Yes, they released the speech as text at 10 o'clock, and the algos hit it. Of course, yes, they did. That's why it moved up so fast. They didn't wait for him to try to speak. They had a printout of the speech of what it was going to be, or at least an electronic print of the speech, and the algos read it. And there was quite a few words in there that were going to be interpreted bullishly. Watching Lulu over 205 here now. All right, so Lulu right now is trading at 70 cents, even though we're at 205. 81 cents now. All right, so this thing is moving up to at $1 pretty quickly. It won't take a lot more to get to the point of breaking even on something like this. I'm going to take some off $1. If it's still moving, I'm going to keep a few runners on to see if it moves back up higher today. But right now it's 77 cents. Again, I did take some INSG at 11.34. Still down money, and that's just compressing sideways. Again, I have shares, so I don't have to worry too much about time on that. And there's G coming down. SPY just moving sideways here. It did put a new all-time high in there at 646.27. Now it's just kind of chopping sideways. Lulu hovering right around 205. Which way it goes from here now is going to make a big difference. LNTH, we're still fine with that. Still trading at 59.18. Pull back a chunk there, but I'm still happy with this thing. Again, the 15 EMA in that is 59.20. So we're basically just right around the 15 EMA on LNTH. Yeah, Gary, that was still a good trade. There would be no reason to second guess yourself on that. And again, there's resistance above. So on Microsoft, you get filled at Lulu with $1 grant. Nice job, very nice job. I'm glad to hear that. Again, the spreads are a little bit wide on there. Carlton, you get out of half of Lulu at 54 and the other half at 90. Very nice job. Very nice job. It could keep going. I mean, we don't know. But again, we don't know what we don't know. So if we're coming out getting close to even on this trade, listen, with the way this trade was going, that's a big deal. Ari says Bitcoin continues powerful. Yep, strong today.
Is that thunder or rather loud vehicle?
Thunder. All right, here we go. Nice smooth back. healing's very good on the stitches, not the stitches,
Yeah.
but the incisions.
Yeah. So it's
It
like
was
that.
actually, how many were there? 1, 2, 3, 5 of them or something?
I don't know. One of them looks better, the one, I think, on one of the
Yeah, there was
sides.
1 here, 1 here, 1 here.
Four.
Oh, 1 up here, 4,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. Okay,
Thank you.
you're all
You're
set.
welcome. Like that finger down.
Where's Alfie going, bed?
No, he's right
Oh, he's
behind
right.
me.
Remember, you got Feds Hammock speaking on CNBC.
SPY, new all-time high on the SPY. Continuing to bounce here. Lulu still trading at just a shade above 205. Just needs a little bit of a push here to clear everybody out at $1 or so. Lulu at 77 right now. The 205 calls right now are at 98. And again, the 207.50 calls are going to deteriorate faster than the 205 calls do. So Lulu probably, I would guess it needs right now to get to about 205.20 to 205.30 would push us out at $1. Now I know some folks have already been closed on it at $1 because the spreads have been fluctuating back and forth. Futu won't stop, Roger. No, Futu has been a monster. It's up again today, another 6%. Again, it's too far extended for me to touch right now. Bank of America trading at 49.36. Again, nice little move in Bank of America. 49.40 is the high. I'm pretty close to break even on it right now. I'm going to see if it'll just move up some more today. It's trading at 41 cents right now. gonna sell over at Bank of. I'm gonna put a sell order in Bank of America at 55 cents.
Amex says the Fed needs to be cautious about any move to cut rates.
I got another Fed guy speaking now. Hammock says the Fed needs to be cautious about any move to cut rates. He obviously is trying to throw a little cold water on the markets here. SPY again, 646.50, the all-time high on SPY. Lulu back down. It was up to 204.50, I believe, today. High today, Lulu 205.75 was the high, and that's likely where if we had some folks get filled at $1. That's likely where they get filled at. I didn't get filled yet. Trump is planning to speak at noon with some big news. Yep. Everything is big, of course, with him, so it doesn't matter. It's always big news. Wait and see what happens. I'm not anticipating anything. I think the major catalyst here is done for the day was Powell's speech. Push the SPY up to a new all-time high. Now we're doing a lot of compressing, which wouldn't surprise me if we just chop around here the rest of the afternoon. LNTH pulling back a little bit now. Had a nice little move up this morning. Again, Lulu still hanging around 205. About 70 cents right now on the put call debit spread. Lulu pulling back a little bit. Again, it's the fact that we're under the 205 level here. We're time decaying on all of the premiums, so that's, you got to be careful. We're down to 47 cents now, just on this pullback, because again we're under 205. So the long calls are also out of the money now, so they're deteriorating with time decay. We don't really care about the 207.50s. We care about the 205s. But that's the kind of fluctuations you get here. It's just dropped from about 80 cents down to, well, now it's 60 cents now. And really difficult to trade these call debit spreads, even put credit spreads if you're near the money, if you're close to breaking even, or the difference between making money and losing money, and on call debit spread on losing the whole thing is just a matter of 50 cents now. All right, see if we got any questions here. All right, guess hey, Ryan, how are you? I appreciate that. I've been by far the most stabilizing pro. Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate it. Ryan, INSG with a big red on big volume. Yeah, listen. I like the daily setup on this thing, and that's why I took shares. And I don't read anything into 1 5-minute candle. Yeah, it had a big volume candle in there. Back in here, had a big volume candle, but it's coming right back up again. No concern yet, Ryan. No. This is the chart I'm looking at. All right. Again, when you're trading, especially when I got shares, I can hold this thing. I mean, I got shares in this thing. This is where it's a little extended, but it's definitely in an uptrend here, and it could pull back. And here's the 8. It's 200s right there. The 8 sloping up, the 15 sloping up. You've got the 50-day, the 100-day crossing up through the 50-day crossing up through the 100-day here. So I like this long. I'll be looking for 1230 up to 1342 or so. But yeah, I'm any concern? No. Again, if you're trading something and you like the daily chart, forget about the 5-minute chart. It's just all it's going to do is cause you a lot of consternation as far as trading is concerned. If you get in on the daily chart, you get out in the daily chart. You don't bail on some 5-minute candlesticks just because it's moving against you. We got a flash flood warning. All right.
Remember that.
It's a flash flood warning right now until 1:15. See that?
Yep.
It must be going to rain like hell.
Somewhere.
It said it's occurring right now, so somebody's getting pounded. I think it's going to be like this all weekend. Yeah.
Oh, this is the stuff that's coming up from.
I don't know where it's coming from. The flood watch is in effect until Sunday, though. Okay. That's right, you got to go downtown. Oh, Christ. Is it in a flood-prone area? All right, back over here, watching the SPY. Again, 646.50 is a new all-time high for the SPY. Still grinding here, slowly grinding up, but pretty compressed here right now. Very compressed price action. Russell 2000, it's the same thing. So all the three indexes are basically moved up and they're compressing right now. Again, I took INSG shares. That's it. I've taken today. I took half my Lulu off at 50 cents. Some people took it off at $1 already. I didn't get filled on it at $1, but it did spike up here, right here in the spike that took some folks off at $1. That was 205.75, which was enough to get everybody, whoever had their working. Some people get out. I didn't, but some people did, and I'm still holding on to the rest of it, trying to take it off at break even or a little bit of a profit. LNTH is pulled back here this morning now. It's down 19 cents. So he's still sitting just below the 8 exponential, the 15 exponential moving average. Still a very nice setup. And Jay, you had the flooding yesterday? Yeah, we're supposed to have flood. We get flood watches up all weekend now. But right now there's flooding going on, not here, but somewhere close by. Hey Ruth, this guy, the Yomi. Yomi, the guy that I talked to. Yeah. He says, "Is it wrong of me to think I can spend my days solely on trading, yet not be able to draw income from my activities?" I said, trading is not, you're not trading dollars for hours. This isn't a 9-to-5 job. You don't get paid for showing up. What's the matter with you?
He's looking for obstacles.
I mean, look. Is it wrong of me to think I spend my days solely on trading, you're not being able to draw income from my activities? Yeah, I said, you got to learn first. I said, we don't get paid for trading. We get paid for trading well and better than most other retail traders. Not like a 9-to-5 job. We're not trading hours for dollars. How can you not understand that?
He's putting up obstacles to convince himself why he shouldn't be doing this.
Well, he should stop then.
Yeah, well, exactly. Hi, Boop. Oi, she said.
All right.
She meant it.
Ari pointing out AMLX, another biotech. One of his biotechs is strong today. Yeah, moving up beautifully. Yeah, AMLX Pharmaceuticals. It's a nice move today. Trading at 903, up about 7% today. That's a nice move. Got resistance at 1041. 1041, about $1.50 higher, which is quite a bit. It's also in a gap fill. Here it is right here. That's the AMLX. There's a move here. Here's a big gap. The gap is from way back over here. It never filled it. It did get into it and then pull back again. And again, that's fairly typical of these biotechs. They can be very, very volatile. But this is a nice move in it today. Nice look, Ari. Lulu back to 204.08 here. That's not going to help us. Spy's starting to drift down a little bit now. I mean, it's likely they're going to get some sort of a pullback here somewhere along the line. We'll just see how deep it is. Bank of America, 49.51. Let's see where I am on that right now. Trading at 47 cents. I got it at 55. I probably came pretty close right up here. I'm gonna watch it. It's holding up okay relative to the market, which right now is moving sideways. See, market internals, by the way, are doing pretty well. Market internals are up all day long, bullish all day long. Still bullish. Lulu's starting to give back a little bit. I was trying to bounce again. Again, that thing. This is this stock can move a lot. It's a $200 stock. You know, it can move $5 or $6. So one way would be good, one other way would be bad.
Yeah, West Ashley's getting it.
You're looking on the map?
No, Allie.
Oh, Allie? Yeah, it's close by. I just saw it on the radar. It's very
Yeah,
close.
it's dark as night over in West Ashley.
Yeah,
Thunder and lightning.
this is a big storm.
Is it?
Yeah, this is a very bad thunderstorm. This is dumping a huge amount of rain. Things are going to be a little bit dicey downtown.
Yeah.
This is only on until 1:15.
Oh, really? Okay, well, the book club isn't until 2.
Yeah, it just depends on how much standing water is going to be. Plus now they got coastal flood warnings too now.
Oh, no. All good.
Comments on my poll take says FICO's unregistered lobbyists and others are up to what I believe is wholly improper conduct.
Kit
More commentary in the news desk.
didn't read the book because she was cruising,
Yeah.
and haven't heard from Pam.
You driving?
Well, I offered to. Back's killing me. I just want to sit down.
You need to lay down for a bit.
Probably.
Alfie would like you to.
Oh, I know he would. I got muchly more to. torrential downpour by alley.
All right. Am I still holding Bank of America? I am, Frankie. I got it set at 55 cents. We'll see where it goes. Right now it's trading at 49.37. Get up to 49. It's like about 49.51, which should have been fairly close to enough to get me out, but it didn't. Right now it's pulling back at 49.36. If you feel like you want to take it off, you can take it off for what you can get for it. If it pulls back too much, right now it's trading at 40 cents. 40 cents. So about 4 cents above the price, which means when we got to 51, we were pretty close to the 55. Lulu's back down to 32 cents now. Again, these moves in Lulu, because it's now trading back below the 50-day moving, the 205 level is a hurt.
Prior forecast was only December cut.
All right, coming up on 12 o'clock here pretty soon. Lulu's still having a nice day, just doesn't quite enough. It's up $5.60. Needs to get up to be about $7. See if we have more questions here. Yep, Roger. Does the dog have any insight on Chewy or Amazon? Nope. Uh-oh. My lights are flickering here, folks, so might lose power. LNTH struggling with 15. Would you consider scratching the trade if it doesn't break 15 today? No, I would not. Nope. Absolutely not. It's still inside the gap. It's got the 8 below it. I would not. Going out to the end of September on this, there's no way I'm scratching this trade if it stays above the 8. Can I check A8? Apple? Okay, sure. Apple right there. Nice little move up in it. Let me look on the daily chart. Here's the daily chart on Apple. And what do you see? You see it coming right up to the 8, coming off the 15 to the 8, and got resistance right at the 8. Needs to close above the 8 today and open green on Monday to be bullish again. That nice moving Caterpillar. Yeah, a big moving Caterpillar. Yeah, big moving Caterpillar today. Trying to break out. That's a nice moving Caterpillar. Apple coming back down again. Caterpillar with a beautiful candlestick. Look at that. Nice candlestick, Caterpillar. Beautiful grind in it too. So there's a T2104, by the way. You see this purple. It just keeps going up. It's a nice breakout. A nice moving Caterpillar though. Very nice bullish moving Caterpillar. Yeah, that's a very nice move right there. Got room to about, it's at 435, got room to 439. A little over 439. Trump speaking at 12 o'clock, I think, Omar. I don't know. Doug has a battery and generator when power is lost. Yep, that's good. I just got a UPS that lasts for about an hour on a machine. Keeps the computer up, and it keeps up my internet up, which is all I really need for the time being. But I don't have a generator. Right. 12 o'clock. Gonna take lecture just a little bit here. Again, watching Lulu, which is back down to 24 cents. So it's pulled back. Again, this is the risk when you're right at the strike price. Goes back up to 206, you make money. Stays below 205, you lose it all. That's what happens on these debit spreads. SPY still kind of drifting sideways here. Still trying to move up. INSG still trading, just flat, very flat. Caterpillar, nice move in Caterpillar. This is a beautiful, beautiful chart for an intraday trade right here in Caterpillar.
Members, keep in mind coming up when it does begin, President Trump is set to make an announcement from the Oval Office.
Still watching Bank of America trading at 49.46. I paid $45 for it. It's trading at 49 right now. I got a 55. I need this thing to move to about 49.52 on Bank of America, about 49.52. Lulu being a very big pain. Needs to move higher. Again, it took half of it off for 50 cents, and I'm holding the rest. It didn't get filled at $1. Some people get filled at $1. And Seagull right here, I'm still in this at 11.34, just moving sideways. LNTH pulling back this morning again. LNTH is, I mentioned this already. I'm not getting out of this trade on it. If you look at the daily chart here, I wanted to get above the 15, but I'm not closing it down because I get until almost the end of September. This 8 is what I want to see hold here. It's a very nice chart. Caterpillar also, big move in Caterpillar here this morning. All right, check for any more questions here. Again, I'm going to get lunch here in just a little bit. And the market did put in a new all-time high today at 646.50. 646.50. I'm not going to update it yet, but. Lulu right back to the VWAP trying to bounce. All right, I'm going to get some lunch here. Watching the SPY just move sideways. Watching Lulu back up to 204. I'm going to hold it. Again, some folks have already got out at $1. I'm trying to get filled at $1. INSG, I'm going to just hold on to this thing. I got the shares. LNTH, I'm going to hold on to this as well. It's pulled back below the 15, but I'm staying in it. Still got the 8 below. Bank of America, trading at 49.45. Pretty much just up a few pennies on Bank of America right now. I like Caterpillar long for an intraday trade. Caterpillar for an intraday trade. This is a decent long right here. I don't think I'd swing it necessarily, but because it's kind of extended, but I like for an intraday trade Caterpillar long right here. The 437.50 calls would be like a lottery, basically. They're going for 72 by $1.41. It's really a wide spread on these things. So we'll see what happens on these. I'm going to wait a little bit. Lulu bounced off of the VWAP, back up over 204 now. These are always nerve-wracking if you're worrying about the money on these things, because this can go to zero or it could go up to $2, so you just don't know. SPY coming down a little bit here now. SPY coming down toward the VWAP. I mean the Qs. SPY as well, but SPY's oops, that's not SPY. SPY, here you go. SPY 646.50 is a new all-time high. Back down to 645 now. And that's just below that. Again, that algo line has been offering resistance to the SPY. As you can see it all the way through here. That algo, it's an ascending algo line, but it's still offering resistance to the SPY. Here's Lulu. Again, 204.05. It's got 206.74. That would be a nice level for us to get to today, since we'd be in profits on Lulu if it does that. Caterpillar still moving up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna get some lunch, everybody. So again, thanks to the YouTube folks. I'll have to shut that down now, and we'll go ahead and see everybody on YouTube again on Monday. See you here on Monday again if you're interested in us. This is the room, the alert service, or the software. SPY Super System software. Just go to rightlinetrading.com, and everything is let out for you there. You can see my trading room there. You can see my alert service here, and you can see the software there. by Super System Software. So again, have a great weekend. Enjoy the weekend. We'll see everybody back here on the YouTube feed on Monday around 11 o'clock.